You know, God willing, by next week, we'll start doing open heart surgeries in Lautoka Hospital. Now, people have asked the question and said, why did you have the public-private partnership at Lautoka Hospital? Why not in Suba? The bulk of the people are in Suba. Well, have you seen the CWN? There's no land. Lautoka has a bit more land. Part of the deal is they're going to build a new wing. In the new wing, they'll have what they call an operating learning theatre. There's not a single Fijian doctor that can carry out open heart surgery in Fiji. Not one. Not one. It's a tragedy. Because of the lack of investments in our doctors for the past number of decades. The salaries we got paid were chickens. All the good ones went. Today the top heart surgeon is somebody from Lambasa who migrated many years ago. He's doing open heart surgery. He's the top surgeon in New Zealand. The idea is to retain our people and pay them, reward them well. To make sure that when they're in the civil service, they don't get appointed because of their ethnicity or religion or what school they went to, or what province they came from. They get appointed on merit. That's why we talk about open merit recruitment system. People get appointed on their capacity and their capability, not of their socioeconomic status or communal affiliation. So the reason why we did do this in Lautoka, 4 reasons. Especially, there's a lot more land available. We can do it in a new wing, operating learning theatre. Our doctors can get trained, and then they can, do the surgery themselves. Secondly, it's not that far away from Suba. At the moment, if we want to do open heart surgery, a lot of people go to India, or they go, if they can afford it, they go to Australia and New Zealand. Then the big issue is, can the family afford to pay for them to go? Big issue. People go around collecting money. You don't have to collect money to go to Lautoka. That hospital, the PPP, the company that owns it, is called Healthcare Fiji Limited, 80% owned by FNPA. Your organization. 20% owned by Aspen Medical. Aspen Medical is Australian certified hospital. Before the pandemic, the waiting queue line at public hospitals for elective surgery in Australia was 2 years. Elective surgery. Not emergency surgery, elective surgery. So if you have an Australian certified hospital, elective surgeries of there can be done here too, right? Great jobs for us. Or jobs for doctors and nurses. The third thing is that if you have procedures that are going to be available in Fiji, is not available in other Pacific Island countries, they'll come to Fiji. So do they need to be? They need to be next to an international airport, London. Right. Nobody in those Tuvalu, Kiribati and all those other countries do they do open heart surgery. They don't have chemotherapy available. Palliative care. So if those procedures are available in Fiji, they'll come to Fiji. When they come to Fiji, they use our hotels, they use our airline, they buy our food, we make money. The fourth thing is that there are a lot of Fijians at the moment, a lot of women in particular, a lot of them illegally, some legally, in the west coast of America, providing aged care services. They're looking after old people. Our people are well known for looking after young people and old people. It's a fact. You go to all the hotels, you see what they call kids club. The parents come from Australia and New Zealand, they go and sunbathe, they leave the kids with the nannies. By the time the holiday ends, the children want to stay with the nannies. So, a lot of women from Fiji are actually working there. Some are getting paid $150 US a day, accommodation, food, etc. If we can have what we call aged care services available in Fiji, we can build aged care services in Fiji, investment in Fiji. We have tax holidays now. If you invest in aged care services, you have 13-year tax holidays, etc. Instead of our people going there, they can stay here and those Americans can come to Fiji. They'll buy probably an apartment in the western side, close to the airport. Weather is much nicer there. Of course, western people are much nicer too. That's the big picture. That's what we call diversifying the economy. Not only tourism dependent. We have at the moment, like highlighted, the shortage of people in Australia to work in different areas. They're also taking some of our people who can work in HCA services in Australia now. We'd rather that they bring them here.